Card 3. Different device. The other one is full or something, or I don't know. Anyhow, when I spiral, I've lost my train of thought because I had to frick around with different devices here. When I spiral, I no longer want to go out and get high. I process things in my mind over and over and over again, and I still tend to go back to believing the bullshit lies that you're unworthy, you're not good enough, you're all the things. And it used to take me a while to get out of that funk. Now it just takes me about a week. So let's just say a work week. Okay. I was in a funk this week, and it's Thursday, and I'm cried myself to sleep last night, and I processed, and I might have a new truth, I might not have a new truth, I don't know. I'll just try to do better, to be less snaky and more trustworthy. Still struggling with that. I really am, because I did not view myself that way at all. So to be viewed that way is disheartening. Okay, and then of course the mental bullshit that played through my mind, on top of it all. These are things that, if you don't have the tools, and if you don't have the strength, and if you don't have the support you need, will put you right back to square one in your addiction. I've been graced with a loving family. I said this. I've been graced with support. I've been graced with love. I've been graced with the tools. I've been graced with all these things. Not everybody's as lucky as I was, and not everybody has the love and the support and the help that they need to make it through their addiction, regardless of what that addiction is. And to stand now, 27 years later, sober, and to have my parents beside me, and to have my children beside me, and to have my siblings beside me, and to view me as a wonderful, successful human is actually everything to me. Because when you suffer from addiction, regardless of what your addiction is, camera's on this side, darling, you will choose. I don't know if you'll choose. You tend to believe all the negative. You tend to really absorb all the negative. And I think we need to do that in our addictions to give us the reason to use, to continue the addiction. Because if we were to look at the truth, the whole truth, there would be no real reason to be getting all messed up, right? Like, it would be, I don't know, because I didn't experience that. Okay, I experienced that I wasn't good enough. I experienced that I was ugly, I was the duckling, I was, dumb, all the things, not athletic, all the things. That's what I experienced. And I experienced that because it's what I told my own self, right? I mean, words will come, and words are cruel. A lot of words are cruel, and they'll come. It's how we allow ourselves to process and how our inner child sees us because of whatever trauma you may have experienced, okay? Like, yes, addictions can be genetic as well. So if you have that genetic marker, plus the trauma, plus all the other crap that can happen in your life, you know, to make you turn to a false sense of security, a false sense of belonging, a false sense of rightness. I don't know. I'm just, like I said, I lost my train of thought after fighting with these devices, and I'm really worried I'm going to have to start this over again, and I really hate to retake. You guys know this. I tell you, raw and real. So here we are on a grainy, crappy old device, hoping that it'll help me conclude the rest of my stupid story. And it's not a stupid story, I'm just flustered. I still get flustered. I'm still human. Life still happens. You know, I was just taught tools to navigate through my addiction, to navigate through not wanting to run out and get high or find crack or coke or go to the bar and get drunk, and then, you know, you hit that point of oh, I've had too much to drink, so if I do a little bump, I'll be great. Okay. I don't have those points of freaking out anymore, and I'm very thankful for that. Very thankful, because I know people who still struggle when they hit the wall in life, that, you know, their first thoughts are to go back out there. And if that's where you are right now, know in your heart of hearts, okay, this too will pass. And I know it's the worst fucking thing we can say to any of us that are struggling, is that this too will pass. But it will. I promise, it will. Yes, it does get easier, one day at a time. All of these things that you just want to throat punch somebody when they say it to you. They say it because it's true. They say it because it's real. And they say it because they've been there. And that's one thing that's, as I continue on through life, it's one of the things that I tell myself and I allow myself to know is this will pass. This isn't forever. This is just for now. If you can kick the crack, honey, you can do anything. If you can beat that, you can accomplish this. If you can do that, you can accomplish this. So tell yourself that. If you got through yesterday not using, you can do this. Okay? If you know, if the negative words and stuff, and if you're an addict of any kind, you know the negative words I'm talking about. I think it happens to everybody. I don't know. But we all have that negative little voice, or the monkey on our back. The monkey on the back is the hard one, okay? Eventually he falls off, because I don't have the monkey on my back anymore. I still have the negative little voices, and I think, you know, being an addict, which I am, I mean, I'm not a functioning addict right now, but I am an addict, and I'll be an addict for the rest of my life. It's not something I can just pretend isn't there, because if I become complacent with that, who knows? Maybe I could slip. So I will not allow myself to become complacent with that. I can't allow myself to forget where I came from. I can't allow myself to forget what I went through to get to where I am today. But the monkey on my back, okay, he's not there anymore. You know, the one that sits there and goes, just go get high. Just go get high. It's okay. Fuck them. Fuck this. Fuck that. Just go get high. Nobody will know. You will know. You will know. The child inside you will know, and just crush all over again, because you said that you would look after that child, and then you would protect that child, that inner child. So, stay strong. Stay strong. You got this. You got this. If I can do it, okay, all of y'all can do it. And I say that in the most loving way, because I am one of the most weakest people I know here. And here with sensitivity. And like I said, just this past week, okay, some things were said to me and I spiraled. In fact, I'm still a little bit spiraling, but I'm sober. You know, I mean, yeah, I thought about throwing some Baileys in my hot chocolate last night. I thought about some Fireball, or, you know, whatever else is in the cupboard that I buy at Christmas time, and then will still be there next year at Christmas time. Because over time, when you allow yourself to feel the feels, open the wounds, pick the scabs, look at them and allow them to heal. When shit hits you upside the head like that, kind of like last week with me, and you're able to feel the feelings, process the feelings, feel the feelings, process the feelings. Okay, so I mean, I'm still at that point. I haven't come out of the end of it yet, where okay, you felt the feelings, you processed the feelings, and this is the outcome. Okay, I'm still feeling the feelings and I'm still processing the feelings. I don't have the outcome yet, but I'm allowing myself to feel hurt. I'm allowing myself to mourn a little that, you know, what if this is a new truth for me? What if I am an untrustworthy, snaky person? What if this is true? Okay, well, that really sucks. I'd hate to think that that's true about myself, because I never ever thought that about myself, but maybe it is a truth, and maybe it's something I need to look at. It sucks. I'm telling you right now, it sucks. It sucks the big one. But I don't want to go get high. I don't want to get drunk. You know, I still smoke marijuana. It's something I've smoked for a very long time, and I mean, some say it's a gateway drug. I personally don't think it is. So one thing on this planet, okay, that grows naturally, that we don't alter. We as in humans, we don't alter to make it become marijuana, to have the THC, to have the effects that it has, whether you ingest, rub it on, smoke it, however you take it, right? Like, we don't alter that at all. Okay, it is what it is. It grows like this. It has a bud. You pick the bud, you dry the bud, you eat the bud, you smoke the bud, you do whatever you want with the bud. Okay, we don't alter it. Like in poppies, you have to alter that to become opiates. Okay, the coca plant, you have to chemically alter and change that to become cocaine. Okay, so no, I don't think marijuana is a gateway drug. Psilicides. I mean, you know, we probably shouldn't be picking and eating those. They do grow in shit, right? Again, it's all natural. I mean, you watch the bears in nature shows licking the mushrooms and having a gay old time, okay? Again, an all natural thing. Okay, I'm not saying go out and pick mushrooms and eat mushrooms. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's not processed by man for the outcome of the high. So marijuana, I don't think, is a gateway drug. I do not believe that. Yes, I still smoke it. I stopped smoking cigarettes 4 years ago, so there's that. You know, one thing at a time, right? I mean, it took 27 years to give those up after stopping my cocaine addiction. Okay, now I've stopped my smoking cigarettes addiction. The caffeine and the marijuana, I'm not ready, and I don't know that I ever will be. You know, I guess that's my crutch, however you want to look at it. You know, they say that certain things are for the weak-minded. Well, maybe that's true. Maybe I am weak-minded. You know, drugs are for the weak-minded. Cults are for the weak-minded. Yeah, religion is for the weak-minded. Maybe, but please don't make fun of those that have these things to hold on to when that's what they need to get through what they're going through. I don't know if that came out right or not, but, you know, some would say that because I have faith, I'm weak-minded. Well, I have faith, yes. Am I religious? No. I am not, by no means. But I do have faith. And I mean, really, what's the worst thing that can happen, right? I go through life trying to be kind and generous and love my neighbor. I can think of worse ways to live life, honestly. So that's where my faith is. Be kind. Love your neighbor. Go ahead, call me weak-minded. I'm okay with that. But I'm kind. And I love my neighbor. And I love others. And I just try to accept people for who they are. I will try to be more open and direct with my actions, I think, and my words. More so than I have been. I mean, I've come leaps and bounds. I would never have said anything to anybody about my heart being heavy and having a week of spiraling in my own head. I would have just kept it all to myself, which I think is not necessarily the best way to go about things, especially if you struggle, with acceptance and addiction and things. And usually if you struggle with acceptance, it's for my own self. I think it's because I struggle with it. I don't know. Anyways, I know I'm an addict. I know until I started actually being true to my own self, like my own self, the little girl in me, and accepting my own self for who I am. Wrinkles, gray hair, a little bit more than what I used to be 4 years ago, physically. And these are things that it's a daily thing. Acceptance has to be a daily thing. Self-love has to be a daily thing. And you need to look yourself in the mirror. If you struggle with these things, and tell yourself you're exactly who you're supposed to be. And you're wonderful just the way you are. Because we're all exactly how we're supposed to be. And to want to change and alter and not accept that is when we struggle with the rest of it. And I don't know if any of my story made any sense. I don't know if I make any sense. I don't know if I actually touched all the bases of my story that I wanted to, or if I just skimmed through it. I feel like I just skimmed through it because I'm watching the clock and then I'm fighting with devices and, wanting to do it all in a sitting so that I'm not scrambling for thoughts. Oh wait, I ended up scrambling for my thoughts anyways because I got distracted with having to find a device that I thought I was prepared. I was not prepared, and that's okay. It's okay. I accept the fact that it's okay that I was not prepared. I am not going to beat myself up because this may not have gone exactly how I planned. I did tell my story, I think. I hope. I didn't elaborate on certain things because certain things are not mine to tell, i.e. my children's part in it. except for when I endangered their lives. Oh, and when I endangered their lives when my father took them from me. So when their lives became an endangerment at any given time, that's, I shared that with you. I mean, I fell asleep behind the wheel other times, but I was alone. Those 2 times I shared with you was with other people and involving other people. So the other times, yeah, it happened more than once. It happened often because I didn't sleep, because I was all ficked up on cocaine. So, and I was gorgeous and on top of the world. Falseness, and more falseness. The reality and the truth of it all is there is a better side to life. There is a brighter side to life. It's hard. It can be scary. It's not easy. Okay. Yes. It does get better. Don't want to hear that. Yes, it gets easier. You don't want to hear that either. One day at a time. Another thing you just want to throw a punch for, right? I think I said this. Maybe. I'm not sure. Devices crapping out on me, so. But they're all real. They're all true. And they all do mean something. And if you're out there, and if any bit of this has helped you, good. You're not alone. There's lots of us out there with lots of different types of addictions. It's not just drugs, okay, or alcohol. Lots of addictions out there. There's just different processes on how people do it, okay? And we're no less of a person. We're no less of people because we have an addiction, or because we struggled with addiction, or because we went through life, a part of our lives high, okay? I am no less of a person today than I was the day that I was put on this planet through the birth. I'll be no less of a person on the day that I pass. I am still going to be the same person. And that is a loved, valued, wonderful person who, really just wants nothing but love and happiness in the world, and peace and harmony, and kindness, and care for the planet. I'm going to plug that in there too, Everything living deserves love. All of us do. And some of us struggle to get into, what is it the society calls us? A productive society member. Okay? You too can become a productive society member, whatever the F that means. So those of you who are struggling with addiction, just keep on trying, because you know what? There is a way out. You will find your way. For those of you who have made it through and maybe are struggling to not slip, hold on. Hold on to that little person inside, because you got this. You really do. And for those of you who know nothing about addiction, be compassionate, okay? Because you don't know everybody's story. You don't know the journey that they've been on. You don't know the things they've been through, or what they're facing, or the turmoil that they think is real in their own selves, okay? For those of you who do understand, and who do know, and who have made it through to the other side, congratulations. Keep on keeping on. Good for you. Love one another. Be kind to one another. Support one another. If somebody's struggling, hold out your hand. Help them if you can, If it's going to bring you down or put you back a bunch of steps, Just tell them you understand and keep going. I understand. You got this. Keep going. You know, there's so much hurt and pain in this world in so many different areas. You know, people missing, people being violated, like in all forms of violation. You know, people struggling with truths, people struggling with addictions, people struggling with finances. Okay, we all have something that we just need to know that other people care and support you through. No matter what. No matter what. You know, we're all human. We're all here on this planet. And we all need the love of one another. And this is my story. My journey is interesting. My journey is different. I have ideas, but things turn differently for me. And I think that's why it's a journey. Peace and blessings to each and every one of you. Be kind to one another. Not everybody's got it exactly even, okay? There's lots of this. So be kind to one another. Love one another and be there for each other. Thank you for listening to my story. And if it's not clear, maybe perhaps one day it'll be more clear. I can maybe articulate better. Again, peace and blessings. Be kind to one another. Bye for now.